My Rabbi Isai, we will learn a beautiful piece of Zera Shimshon for Parshat Pinchas. Parshat Pinchas is the parsha which begins the days which we are in now, which are called the days of Bein HaMitzarim. And those are the days where we are to meditate and think about what is the meaning of the Churban of Beis HaMikdash and the Golus of Klal Yisrael, which resulted through that, and obviously to think about what brought the Churban and the Golus and what is continuing to bring, because otherwise we would have the Geula already, what continues to bring the Churban and the Golus. And we all know that the second Beis HaMikdash was destroyed because of a terrible sin called Sinas Chinam. And the Chafetz Chaim speaks very much about it, even in the Akadama of his Sefer Chafetz Chaim, and he says the following. He says that really this inyan of Sinas Chinam came about through the inyan of Lashon Hara, Rechilus, and Moitzi Shemra. First of all, because that is a tremendous sinner between people, that people are fighting with each other and they're saying bad things about others, and they're slandering them, and they're damaging them with their koyach hadibur. So that, of course, brought about sinas chinam, and of course, the sinas chinam. Once already there was sinas chinam, that would also bring about a tremendous divide, the division between the nation, between the different people of the nation, and therefore it would be from this period we would not feel that this is myself, this is like someone else, and therefore it would be possible to also say Lashon Hara and V'chilus and Moitzi Shemer about him. So the Chafetz Chaim discusses this point very much, and this is what we have to be living with in this time of Yemei Ben HaMitzarim. The Rebbeinu Shalom gave us a tremendous gift, which is that the parshas go together with the inyan of the Nyana Deyayma, the subject of the day, and we have in Parshat Pinchas something which is teaching us exactly about this inyan called Shalom, which comes about through not saying Lashon Hara like we just said. And the inyan of Shalom, we find that Pinchas was zoiche because of his tremendous beauty, gewaldige action, that he was Moser Nefesh, he sacrificed himself for the good of Klal Yisrael and for Kvod Shemayim. So Pinchas was Zoiche Lochein Emor Hileni Noisen Loi as Brisi Shalom. I'm giving him my covenant of peace. And on this inyan of the Shalom, the Medrash discusses it ba'arichos at length, and talks about the inyan called Godel HaShalom, how great peace is. There's a whole length in the Medrash. And the Chafetz Chaim in his Sefer Shmiras HaLashon Chelek Aleph Shar HaZechira Perik Yud Aleph also brings the words of the Milas Hamidus, the Sefer, very special Sefer about Midas, which also brings all different things about Godel HaShalom and adds all types of different additions about that Nekuda. So Rabbi Isai, this over here is the Medrash which we want to talk about. And this week's parsha, and this is where the Zera Shimshon comes in with a beautiful pshat in the Medrash. The Medrash begins and says the words, Godol HaShalom she'nitan lePinchas, she'ein ha'olam misnahig ela v'shalom. How great is peace that was given to Pinchas, because the world is not misnahig. The only way the world is able to go on is only b'shalom, only with peace. And here you could have understood the Medrash very simple. Godel HaShalom, you see how great peace is, she'nitan lePinchas, because it was given to Pinchas, and for such a great act that Pinchas did, this is what he got. Well, it must be that it's so great. But the Zera Shimshon says it cannot just be that, because we have a question. What do you mean Pinchas got Shalom? We all got Shalom, because the Pasuk says, Hashem oiz la'amo yitein, Hashem yevorech esamei b'shalom. So Hashem blesses his nation with peace, and Klal Yisrael is blessed with peace, as the Birchas Kahanim says, v'yasim l'chol shalom. Every Yid gets this bracha. So what's so special about Pinchas? So you must say that Godel HaShalom she'nitan lePinchas, that what was given to Pinchas is greater. Rabbi Isai, in that case we have to understand, how is it a greater Shalom, the one that was given to Pinchas, more than the Shalom that everyone has? more than the Eino Olam Isnag Ela B'Shalom. So the Zera Shimshon says a beautiful pshat. He says that you have to add this point, and that is, Kabbalah says that since we know that the Shem of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Shalom, the Gemara in Shabbos Yud Beis talks about it. So anywhere that there is Shalom, there's the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and therefore there cannot be a way of the Satan or that wants to be mekatrik, that wants to accuse the person, is not able to approach someone who's in the matzav of Shalom, which is the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because bad and Satan and Malach HaMavis can't come to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, who is his Shleimus, who is holy, and there's no makom, there's no place for them. So there's no mekatrigim, and no one can come there. Lo yegur chora, they cannot live with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the bad. So Ra and HaKadosh Baruch Hu don't go together. So as long as there's Shalom, there's a matzav where the mazikim can't come, and there's no mekatrigim, and it's gevaldik. So he says that really is what Chazal tell us, and it's a famous medrash that we know from Parshas Noach. Rashi brings it also sort of, and he says the following, that we find that a tremendous thing that what happens, even let's say Klal Yisrael are sinning with a very, very terrible sin called Avodah Zarah. They are mechuber chabor atzavim. They are connected to Avodah Zarah. But if there's shalom beinayim, if there is peace between them, so then the situation is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Omar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and here it says what we said till now, Eina Soton Noigeya Beinayim, the Satan can't come between them, and he cannot be mekatrik, you cannot accuse them, and it'll be a different situation. But the moment Ava Mishnechleku, once they split one from the other, then Man Nema Bem, what does it say about them? It says Cholak Libum, if their hearts became split one from another, Ato Yeshamu, now they could be accused of many, many sins. Even let's say it's not Avodah Zarah, but they have other sins. Ein Tzadik Ba'aretz Asyaset Toiv V'lo Yechta. So everyone has sins, and by doing these things and not having Shalom, so then there's a place for a mekatreg. Chafetz Chaim speaks about it also there, all over in Shmiras Haloshin. It says that first of all, by saying Lashon Hara, you're taking away yourself from Shalom, but also you are being mekatrik, you're accusing others, so then, of course, Mida can give Mida the mekatrik on you. So, Lamai said this is a very, very important concept. Says, Lefi this is there a Shimshon, a Gevaldik Pshat. Since the Yesod of Shalom, which we see is the way it expresses itself, is the fact that the Satan can't touch a place where there's Shalom, and no Mazik can come there because it can't come to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So really, until the final the Tikkun Olam, which will be then Bila Amavis Lanetzach, where death will be swallowed forever, and there'll be no death. Till then, there's the whole time Mazikim, and there is death. So there is a situation where it's not full Shalom, and the world is not able to enjoy the true peace. However, and therefore he says, we are davening, we are praying every day for Tikkun Olam, for the world to come to its tachlis, and be zeicha to the real true Shalom. And every day that we pray for it, and every tefillah we pray for it, so that we little by little are bringing the world to a tikkun, to being fixed, until it comes the day of the Yeshua. He says, but that's only if we're talking about everybody. But since Pinchas is going to have the Shalom, which Chazal say is Shalom in Malach HaMaves, he's going to have everlasting life. That's the Pshat Brisi Shalom. So he's going to have the Shalom Amiti, that the Malach HaMaves has no rishus to come close to him, and that already he's holding by Bila Maves LaNetzach. He doesn't have to daven for Shalom anymore. He was zoiche in it, and it's moiridik, and that's what the Medrash means. Godol HaShalom Shnei LePinchas. The Shalom was given to Pinchas is greater than the Shalom that everybody else has, because he's holding by Bila Maves LaNetzach. So he says, with that, he can explain a Chazal, which is very, very hard, and many people try to explain it. What does it say? It says, L'chein emar hinidi noisemoy is brisi shalom. So the Chazal understood that when it says Lochein, therefore say, I'm giving him my covenant of peace, Lochein Emor, it sounds as if it's saying, now you will understand and you will be maskim to me that this is what he should be getting. So the Chazal say in these words, Bedinu she'itul scharoi. It is only Bedin, it is only Alpi Din that he should get this schar. It's not Rachamim, it's Din. And there's no way to be mekatcher against such a thing. And everyone wants to know what's the pshat in Bedinu she'itul scharoi. What's the pshat? Why dafke Bedinu by Pinchas? So he says the Gevaldik pshat. What is the schar giving to Pinchas? The schar giving to Pinchas is he's going to have everlasting life. Shalom in Malach HaMavis, but he'll also have Shalom in the world. He's going to have a matzav of Shalva. And usually there's a big kitrug on that. And that is, like we learned in Parshas Vayeshev at the beginning, that it says over there in the Medrash, Rabbah, Peidalid Gimel, says, B'shasha tzadikim yoishvim b'shalva, u'mevakshim leishev b'shalva b'olam hazeh. Tzadikim are sitting in peace. They want to be in peace. The Satan comes and gives and accuses, and he says it's not enough what they're going to have in Olam Haba, that they also want to have a good life in this world. And the story goes with Yaakov Avinu that he wanted to be Leishav B'Shalva B'Olam Hazeh, and through that came the matzav, the situation of Mechiras Yosef, that he lost his beloved son, and the one that he taught him all his Torah that he learned from Shem Ve'ever, Ben Zikunim, that he mamish loved so much. So we see that there's a tremendous kitrug that there is by, if you want to be B'Shalva B'Olam Hazeh, which works with the fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is medaktek with his chasidim, kechut hasayro, even by the hair length, right, and even a little hair, right, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is accepting the kitrugim. But he says, but that's only by who? By somebody not like Pinchas. Why? Because Pinchas, what does it say about him? Hey, Shives Chamasim al Bnei Yisrael. He stood against all the accusations of Klal Yisrael, and he stood against the Satan and the Malach HaMaves, and he took it away from Klal Yisrael. It was Moshe Nefesh to do that. And what was he zeicher to? So says the Medrash, that's by Pinchas. It's bedin. It's milo keneged mido al pi din. He has to get this char of true peace and no kitrugim and everything, because he acted in a way that he took away the Satan and the Malach HaMaves from Klal Yisrael. So he'll live without the Satan and without the Malach HaMaves. So Rabbi Yisrael, it's moiridik what the Parsha speaks about, the union of Shalom. And as we started, that's the union that bases itself upon how we act with especially the Indian of Lashon Hara and Rechilas and Mitzi Shemra, like the Chafetz Chaim is marich so much about it, like we mentioned. And Rabbi Yisai, we're all waiting for the great peace that's going to come to the world when the Bilam Aves Lanetzach. So if we're going to be mischazik and we're going to fix up what brought the Churban, we'll be able to bring the matzav, the beautiful situation of Tikkun Ha'olam, which will be Lasid Lavoy, Ubila Amovis Lanetzach, with no Kitrugim, Yisholem Amiti, and we'll be Zoiche to the Bias Mashiach Tzidkenu, and Bina Beis Hamikdash Ashlishi, and all these days of Ben Amtzarim, like the Navi says, will turn L'Sasenu L'Simcha, B'Mehera, B'Yameinu, Amen, Kain, Yehi, Ratzain. Good Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom to everyone.